I need to see something and I can't pick all the phones up, so will you help me?
Oh yeah.
If you pick that phone up for me there and come with me.
They want you to stand. Oh.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at, this is what scoliosis is, like, and this is caused by vaccines. So, come out here, Zach. She's a very brave girl. She's going to show you what vaccines. Let's go around this way. So you show me what you showed. Now, do you see that? So, I don't know if I'm showing, but there you go. And how are you doing? We've got a lovely little helper here on We Are Vaxxed. Let me just have a look here. See there. Okay, and how old are you?
12.
Stand up. Yeah, there you go. See, so you see that scoliosis. All right, thank you so much. We're going to come back now and talk about it, so everybody's now seen it. Thank you for helping me. You were a brilliant little helper. Thanks, John. That smells great. Do you want some food? Can she go and get some? All right, let's start off. So now you've seen that, you now know what we're about to talk about, because this is a serious subject, because there's so many girls that have scoliosis or suddenly develop scoliosis, and we're pretty sure this is vaccine related. So Mummy, hi, welcome both of you. Tell us your names.
My name's Cammie. I'm Hannah.
Okay, and this is your only child?
She's my only child, yes.
Okay, so before this was, no, you go back and you tell us a story, because you weren't anti-vaccine, were you?
No, I never even really knew anybody who was anti-vaccine when I was pregnant or before. I just never had really heard of it. Maybe once when I worked in a daycare, there was a family, the father was a Native American, and they didn't, but I thought it was unique to people only like that. You know, I didn't really know. So no, I just let her get whatever vaccines the doctor said, because that's what I thought we were supposed to do. So yeah, but around the time she was 2.5, I started having just like a gut feeling that I didn't trust vaccines, and so we stopped. I think the last vaccine, when I looked at her records, she got a flu shot when she was 3, but hadn't had any before that since 2, and since that she's had none.
And did you have any sort of major classic reactions there and then after her vaccine?
Not that I do, but when I go back and look through her records, which I've done recently, there were multiple sick visits after every time, and she was even hospitalized when she was 7 months old for respiratory issues. She had upper respiratory infection after, all the stories I watch, everybody has ear infections. She had her first one in 2016. Hers was upper respiratory that she kept getting over and over and over and over. So.
And you're a peep?
Yes, I'm on Periscope.
Periscope Peep. And what's your name on Periscope Peep?
It's Blessed K 2005. I don't comment a ton, but I do a little bit every now and then. I watch a lot.
And you tap hearts?
Yes, and Hannah has done a few.
Thank you, Hannah.
Yeah.
Okay, keep talking. Tell us what happened.
Well, when she was about 7, I was homeschooling, and we were struggling in certain areas to an extreme, and then we had a dentist appointment where she overreacted to just the water in her mouth, and
what happened?
She has a sensory issue that we didn't know about until after that. Yeah,
it was like torture to her.
It's like torture to her, yes. So she's very sensitive in her mouth. She is sensitive to sounds and doesn't like the way certain things feel. She will not wear jeans ever, probably ever in her life. She can't stand the way they feel.
I cannot.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so we discovered she has sensory processing disorder, auditory processing disorder, and then she had a receptive and expressive language disorder. And apparently her doctor also diagnosed her with attention deficit without hyperactivity, because she was definitely never very hyperactive, which I didn't even know that until I was looking through her records in preparation to come here. I didn't even know who gave her that diagnosis. He never told me. And then the scoliosis was discovered in January of this year. And then I found Vaxxed on Facebook in February of this year. And then I found out why I didn't like vaccines. I didn't know all this stuff until then. So
now, with the scoliosis, what does the doctor say causes it? I'm always interested in that.
She has the idiopathic kind, so that means that they don't know. I like Suzanne Humphrey's quote on that. The idiopathic means the idiots can't figure out the pathology. I love that because I think they really just can't figure it out, or they don't want to know. And if they can't find a reason for it, they call it idiopathic. There are a lot of conditions that are idiopathic. So.
Well, we are on Periscope, as you know, and We Are Vaxxed have a different philosophy, and that is, if they say that they don't know what it is, then that's your diagnosis of vaccine injury.
Right. Yeah. And then, at the time that we found out about scoliosis, I didn't realize that vaccines could cause it until after I found you guys and followed Dr. Suzanne and some other people that I've learned about through Vaxxed. And then I heard about a study that was done about polio being injected into monkeys and inducing scoliosis. And I'm like, well, there you go.
Right.
That's it. They think she should have surgery.
They want to do the titanium rod, do they?
I guess. I didn't really discuss it. I never went back to that surgeon because he had horrible bedside manner. Lumped her in with everybody who's autistic just because I mentioned that she had sensory issues and didn't take the time to listen to me. And we started going to physical therapy instead, just to try to help her manage the pain that can be caused from it.
That's actually interesting what you said, lumped in with all the autistic people, because quite frankly, that you're right. They don't care about our kids that have autism and stuff. So you go into the last on the list, go to the bottom of the list to be looked at by a doctor. Thank God, we don't want to be seen by a doctor anyway.
Right. But
so
surgery is going to be a very last resort for us.
Now, people out there because this is quite a severe case of scoliosis to some degree.
Yeah.
People out there who have expertise on how to. Now, I know Marcella Piper-Terry does.
Right.
Do you know who that is?
I do know who that is.
Okay.
I actually sent her an email a while back, but I don't know if she ever received it. I didn't.
She may not have done. She's gets inundated, but I'm going to have to push Marcella on this scoliosis issue because we are going to have to address this much more in depth.
I don't know that I would ever expect her back to be perfectly straight unless God performed a miracle, but I do know that there are ways to slow it down. I mean, there's got to be some things we can do that aren't so extreme as surgery. There has to be.
And I don't want surgery.
No, we don't want.
Does it hurt you, the scoliosis, or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
It aches.
Yes, and doctors try to tell you that it doesn't hurt. But
Well, just so you know, my niece had very severe scoliosis and she had the titanium rod and she's been in agony every single day since the operation.
Right. I've heard that.
I cannot sleep a certain way.
Yeah, she has a hard time sleeping. She has to be very careful about the way she lays and what she does can cause more pain than typical.
Do you go to school?
No, I'm
Not anymore. She's homeschooled.
When did you stop going to school?
3 weeks ago?
Oh, you just stopped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were they bullying you there?
I don't know if she was being bullied, but she was having anxiety. Anxiety is a new thing that started over the summer.
The teachers are mean.
The
Yeah.
teachers are mean. Why? What do teachers say? You can tell. It's fine. You're not there anymore.
You can talk about it.
I don't know.
You don't want to. You don't have to. But
I
it
mean,
just
I
helps
swear
other
to God,
people.
I just
They
don't know
just
how to
didn't
explain
have
it.
very much respect in the classroom. They just, I don't know. I try to talk to the teachers about her issues so that they're aware. And
When
I
you
don't know, I
say
think
they were
they're-
mean, were they mean to you personally?
It seemed like it. Like it seemed like it was toward me.
And I heard someone say once, perception is reality. For her, the way she perceived it is her reality.
Sure.
So if they didn't mean it, fine, but that's the way she took it, and it hurts. So
You're going to do way better out of school. You're going to homeschool yourself and you'll be years ahead of the other kids.
and we found an awesome free online program. So
And I can do it on my tablet because we don't have a computer yet.
we're gonna get one, but yeah, she can use her tablet and do online classes.
She
and
needs a computer.
She needs a computer, yes,
Yes.
and a desk, so she doesn't have to stay.
Yeah, and
In a
mouse,
position where she's
and a
humped
mouse,
over.
and a
Yeah.
pen, I think.
Isn't it interesting how after you have a vaccine injury and you're crazy, because you are crazy,
Right?
and you use all the money you can on trying to heal your kid naturally and you have no money and you can't, suddenly your
Exactly.
life has turned you upside down, inside out.
It's true.
The food is
Because
expensive.
everything that I do on a daily basis is geared toward what she needs for the most part.
Are you on your own? Is it just you two?
I know, I have a husband, he's at work today.
How does he feel about what happened to his girl?
He's upset about it, but he doesn't like to talk about it because he gets more upset if he talks about it.
Typical man thing.
So, well, yeah.
It's okay.
He has vaccine injuries as well.
Talk to us about the other. So scoliosis aside, and that's ghastly
That's
for you.
that's the most recent thing we've learned.
Has a chiropractor seen that?
We went to one who is supposed to specialize in treating scoliosis. Apparently there's like a subset of chiropractors who have went to a special school and learned how to treat it and in some cases reverse it. Not completely, but to a degree.
Right.
I went for a free consultation, and because she exhibited some neurological issues he was concerned about, he wanted to do like a a little neurological test on her that actually cost me $40-something for a free consultation. So he did that and determined that he believes she has some damage from the brainstem from birth that most people don't ever tell you could have even been an issue when you give birth to a child. Just the pressure that's there when you're being pushed out can cause damage to that brainstem, and he believes that it came from there. But we've never been back because they don't accept any kind of insurance, and I cannot pay the large amounts of money they request for the kind of treatment she would need. So we're just, that's why we
To
went
be honest
physical
with
therapy.
you,
So
I'm sorry, chiropractors, if you're listening to this,
Right.
but this is the fact. If you turn away a beautiful young girl like this who clearly needs help, then shame on you, because you make a lot of money, which is fine. No one
Sure,
minds. You
yeah.
make that money. But when there are people who legitimately can't afford, and you turn them away because they can't pay it, big time shame on you.
he said when there's a need that big, people always find a way. We'll see you soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's been months.
yeah, I'm glad you don't need to be in a place like that. There are better places for you to be, and I'm sure the peeps will contact you. Now, wait, did you give your Facebook? I can't remember because I've just done the one.
I just said my first name and I said my name on.
Tell us your name and
Periscope.
spell it out for us so people come and help you.
Okay, it's Cammie Buckner, Kammie Buckner. I'm on Facebook. You can send me a message.
What do you need to make your life better? Talk about some of the other injuries. We never quite got there. Let's go through some of these other things that have happened to you. Because you listed a whole load to me.
Yeah, there's sensory processing, which she used to go to occupational therapy.
Hang on one second.
A couple years ago, but
Can you
okay.
just speak?
Oh,
Sorry, carry on.
She used to go to occupational therapy. We used to live in another part of the state, moved a couple years ago. And when we moved here, I seemed to not be able to find as many people who understood all the diagnoses that she has. So finding these kind of treatments are hard. And then she has a different type of insurance now, and the copays are higher, and I just really can't afford to do it. So she was in occupational therapy, auditory therapy, and speech therapy, which I think she could still benefit from, probably occupational and auditory at least.
How far do you live from here?
3 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we drove 3 hours.
I did not sleep at all.
You have 3 hours to get here to do your story.
Yeah, as soon as she learned about the Vaxxed bus,
I wanted to
she
go.
was like, Mom, whenever that bus is anywhere near close to us, I want to go. So, here we are. Oh, sorry.
What's happening?
She's telling me my hair's
Before, when you told your story to anybody, did anybody listen?
I haven't really told it to a lot of people. So, most people that I know believe the same way I always did. That
Vaccines are safe and effective,
Yeah.
and people who don't vaccinate have germ children that are
Right.
going to destroy the world, and we're all going to die.
And people aren't telling me, oh, you're wrong, but they try to.
It's only a joke, by the way.
They try to, I don't know, explain stuff away rather than just believe that this could be a real injury. Nobody's rude.
It's
but
almost like we need to set up some kind of big fund somewhere where you can apply to get help. I think Thinking Mums Revolution, TACA, what about all of these? Okay, there's a lot of organisers, but that might just be autism. So we've got,
Right.
I can't read any of the comments, guys, because the light's shining right on it. But we'll come back. But what we do need to do is get you some help so that she
Right.
gets a really good
because autism is
chiropractor.
an issue, but that's not the only issue.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about autism right now. Now, wait, where did you say you lived again?
We live near Raleigh. Just south
Oh, where
of
we're
Raleigh.
going tomorrow?
Yeah, you guys aren't doing stories tomorrow there, though. I don't think so.
I'll do a story wherever I can, guys. You know that. But
Well, if
listen,
I had known you were going to Raleigh, I would have requested
I think
it,
we've only just
but-
found out ourselves.
Okay. Yeah.
So anybody who knows we need a really good chiropractor, really good chiropractor that can, gosh, honestly, chiropractors, think about this. Surely if you help do some of your patients for free, it's a tax write-off. It's got to be. At least think
Sure,
about it
yeah.
for that way if you can't think about it any other way. I know I'm giving you a hard time right now, but it's really, you cannot
And
turn
I
your...
don't think every chiropractor is like this.
No, of course
but-
they're not. But the ones that are, it's not good enough,
Right.
and it's not how we're supposed to be living on this
Sure.
in this world. So anybody who knows a good chiropractor in the Raleigh area, or anybody that can help her, please, that's so important. And you
Right.
need a computer to do homeschooling, do you?
Yeah, I mean, she can do it on her tablet for now, but anything that needs to be printed out or you know, there's going to come a point she's going to have to move on to a computer.
Like for
So,
art, you have to use the computer
Yeah,
to do
there's
stuff
a lot
for
of,
art. And I'm like,
she
excuse
loves
me,
art, but she can't hardly do any of the
how am I supposed to do
assignments
that if I don't have
because
a computer. You
Yeah.
guys said you can do it on tablet, so why do you even do it?
I know you don't.
Well, you know, there might be someone out there that can help. You know, everybody. Right now, did you spell out your name on Facebook?
I did.
Okay. See, I can't even remember.
It's okay.
Because I did so many of these. Now, is there anything you guys need to tell the people? Any warnings? Anything to say?
Do you have anything? I do. I do because I was going back through her medical records just to see if there was anything that I missed or, you know, whatever that I got the other day, and I found a paper that was the one where you agree to any and all vaccinations they deem necessary, stuck in her records that has my signature on it in 3 places, and I know for a fact I didn't sign it. And where her name is and the date is in a different person's handwriting, and if I had filled out that paper, you know, if I had, it would have been my handwriting doing all of it. And I just wonder if there's some way that they can forge that, because they've also added in vaccines from 2016 they claim to have given her, and I know for a fact that they didn't. But it's on her record. So I just say, check your children's medical records and make sure they're not falsifying things.
Well, so what do you say to the young you that's just about to take her in for baby vaccines? What on earth do you think would have stopped you? Honestly, what would have stopped
If
you?
I could have seen the Vaxxed movie, if I could have talked to any parent who had been through anything like this, I would have at least delayed it and studied and researched and, you know, thought twice instead of just not thinking at all.
And what would you like to be when you're older? What's your dream position? Say you can be anything you like.
An author.
She's already written one book.
You've written a book?
It's all on paper, notebook paper, still in handwriting. But
So you need to type. This girl needs a computer. Guys, anybody can buy a computer for this girl. You may be buying a computer for the future best-selling author. Just think about that.
Yep.
Well, and what kind of thing do you want to write about? Is it fiction, non-fiction?
It is fiction. Yeah.
Good for her.
She made up a pretty interesting story. I was very impressed. And it's 13 chapters
Self-publishing's the
long.
way to go, by the way.
Yeah,
We're
we
coming
don't
out
know
of
how,
mainstream.
So, yeah.
So when you set up your little publishing company online, let us know, and we'll come
Sounds
support
good.
you.
Yeah. We'll figure out.
All right.
how to do
Until
it.
then, just one more time, say your name so people can.
Tammy Buckner.
Cami. Okay, so everybody, if you can help with chiropractic in her area, anything to help with scoliosis, we're going to get hold of Marcella, and we're going to really help you any way we can. And keep praying big as well.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys, we're coming off.